So I got Sonic, Shadow, and Silver here, and I know what you're thinking. Sounds like Sonic 06. Must be a bad idea. But, promise you, it's not. So Sonic, I put side characters in, telling you right there. Knuckles and Tails, Shadow, Rouge, and Omega, obviously. And then for Silver, Blaze, and then someone unexpected, I got Shade. You probably don't know who that is, because she was only ever in Sonic Chronicles. And I doubt they bring her back, but, I put down just in case that could be a thing. But other than that, you could have Tikal, who hasn't been around for a while either. I feel like it'd be good to explore some of these characters. And if you think about it, they'd actually be good to complete a team for Silver, because Silver's from the future, Blaze is from a different dimension, and Shade is also from a different dimension, and then Tikal's from the past, so either one of them would complete the team. Probably preferably Tikal. But yeah, I just think that'd be cool. But anyway, so Sonic, I focused his story on. I gave him a story that wasn't serious or complex, because a lot of people have that as a complaint in Sonic games. So Sonic's story is just something simple. I said Sonic is back from a short space trip, and Eggman is back to his old schemes. So Sonic must collect the last 5 Chaos Emeralds before Eggman does. I gave him a so I said he, after his last battle or whatever, or after a while from Sonic Forces. Well, not a while. I guess it doesn't really matter when, but I just gave Sonic the start of his story that he, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy just decided to use the tornado to go into space to, just relax a little and explore. Maybe visit Planet Wisp or something like that. Nothing too crazy. And so when he comes back, Eggman's obviously up to his old schemes. He's building. The scheme I gave him was he has a solar power plant that supplies his robots this time around, because I don't think a solar power plant's ever been done. So I thought that could be something a little unique to give to him. But it's the basics that you would see from Sonic game. Sonic collecting Chaos Emeralds, Eggman trying to take over the world from something. I didn't include any crazy mystical beast to worry about, like Chaos or something, and worry about his backstory, because, like I said, this is going to be the simple story, the non-serious one in the Sonic, in this game. And you see I said 5 Chaos Emeralds because Sonic already has one, and then Eggman already has one. So that's why I said 5. I'm not stupid, I know there's 7 Chaos Emeralds. I said 5 because those 2 have Chaos Emeralds already. Shadow story will be a little more complex. So I put this a month before Sonic story. Since Sonic is on a trip in space, that's the reason why Sonic isn't around to help Shadow with his events. So Shadow goes to destroy Infinite's last bit of power of the Phantom Ruby to stop illusions, because he's out there terrorizing people like he was before, and trying to prove he's the strongest. And he also wants revenge on Shadow, so he eventually attacks Shadow anyways. But Shadow obviously wants to help people still, so he's not just going because he's getting attacked. He's going because he wants to protect people. And the Phantom Ruby isn't as strong as it was before, since in Sonic Forces it needs a big power supply to handle all the energy it can actually use. So he's not too much of a threat, but that's why he has help from a new, or rather old villain, to help his evil deeds. And it's also someone who would have a grudge on Shadow. So I'm guessing you can tell who it is already. Hold on, before I get to that, I want to elaborate on something I thought for the Phantom Ruby, because people say I had like a weak story to it. That's one of the reasons why I also want to bring it back, because Infinite was also said to not have a good role in his story in Sonic Forces. So I wanted to bring them back so you can elaborate on them a little. And for one thing I thought about for the Phantom Ruby was it could be revealed that Chaos Energy is like a natural counter to the Phantom Ruby, which is why you don't see them in Sonic Forces, because Eggman kind of scattered them around, and he believed that the Phantom Ruby's power was better than the Chaos Emeralds. So yeah, that's just a little story right there. Since Shadow has natural chaos energies, that's why Shadow can put an end to this once and for all. And going through the story, he'll figure this out. Alright, so Silver's story, it would be kind of in between. It'd be complex, but it wouldn't be as serious. And for him, I just said something basic. I'm like, he's just relaxing. And the Deadly Six start attacking. So yeah, he must go defeat them, because, they're attacking, doing evil stuff, and he's a hero, a good guy. He's like, I gotta put a stop to this. And then he finds out later that they're trying to unleash some hidden power behind the lost hex that they are from. So yeah, I'm bringing the Deadly Six back. They also didn't have too much talked about during their game, so I feel it would just be a waste to make them characters and then just not use them. They have potential as long as you give them someone who can actually write a story behind them. I didn't really think too much into this one. I just kind of wanted the Deadly Six to have something, and the Lost Hex to have a actual role in the Sonic world. And since Silver has puzzle elements in his gameplay, I feel like it could just work out. Before I go into anything else, I wanted to point out that these three stories are not related to each other, as you can always see, because I specifically made sure Sonic has a reason to not be in Shadow's story. So they won't intertwine or anything. That's another little complaint I hear about people saying when they have to go through multiple stories to get to the final ending or something. It's not really a major complaint, but like I said, this is supposed to be a perfect game for everyone, so I feel separating the stories is the best way to do that. And also make sure that none of the stories actually need to be completed to beat the game. Well, to 100, you'd have to do it to 100% the game, obviously. But just on a basic standpoint, you don't unlock any hidden story after completing all three of them. It's just, if you want to play Sonic and go through the story, you can play Sonic and go through the story. Shadows, you do Shadows. Silvers, you do Silvers. They aren't connected. They don't bring up any true final boss. You don't gotta worry about needing to repeat stages. It's not that big a deal, but it's a complaint people have, so I say take it out of the game. if you do play all 3 stories, then there could be there should be a hidden unlockable or something, but nothing to go with the actual story.